The ultimate guide to Marvel Comics, history, characters, storylines, and the MCU. Hey there, true believers. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the worlds that have shaped our imaginations. Today, we're embarking on an epic journey through the Marvel Universe, not just the blockbusters that dominate the silver screen, but the rich, intricate tapestry of comics that started it all. We'll unravel the history, spotlight key characters, dissect major storylines, and see how it all connects to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, strap in, because we're about to assemble an ultimate guide that's been decades in the making. The origins of Marvel Comics. Let's set the Wayback Machine to 1939. Before Marvel was the powerhouse we know today, it was Timely Comics, founded by Martin Goodman. Goodman was a savvy publisher who noticed the booming popularity of comic books and wanted a piece of the action. In Marvel Comics, number 1, Timely introduced characters like the original Human Torch, an android who could ignite himself, and Namor the Submariner, the anti-hero prince of Atlantis. But perhaps the most iconic creation of this era was Captain America, conceived by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby in 1941. Cap wasn't just a superhero, he was a symbol of hope during World War II. His debut issue famously featured him socking Adolf Hitler in the jaw, a bold statement that sold nearly 1 million copies. This era, known as the Golden Age, was defined by its clear-cut heroes and wartime patriotism. The Atlas Era, 1950s. After the war, superhero popularity waned, leading Timely to rebrand as Atlas Comics. They shifted focus to genres like horror, romance, and science fiction. While this era might not be as celebrated, it's crucial because it set the stage for the return of superheroes. The horror and sci-fi stories pushed boundaries and explored themes that would later become central to Marvel's success. It's like the deep-cut tracks on a favorite album, not the hits, but essential to the full experience. The Marvel Age of Comics. Now, the real game changer, the Silver Age of Comics. In 1961, under the creative vision of Stan Lee and the artistic prowess of Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, Atlas became Marvel Comics. This era birthed a new kind of superhero, flawed, relatable, and oh so human. First up, the Fantastic Four debuted in Fantastic Four, #1, 1961. Unlike the perfect heroes of yore, these guys bickered like a real family and grappled with celebrity status. Then came Spider-Man in Amazing Fantasy, number 15, 1962. Peter Parker was a teenager dealing with homework, bullies, and oh yeah, the sudden ability to crawl on walls. Talk about puberty problems. The universe kept expanding with the Incredible Hulk, number 1, 1962, a green Goliath born from gamma radiation, a modern take on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Iron Man strutted in with Tales of Suspense, #39, 1963, showcasing Tony Stark's journey from arms dealer to armored hero. Thor, the God of Thunder, brought mythology into the mix with Journey into Mystery, #83, 1962. And let's not forget the X-Men, number 1, 1963, introducing mutants as a metaphor for social issues. Innovative storytelling. What made Marvel stand out was their innovative storytelling. These heroes had real problems, money issues, identity crises, personal grudges. The stories were interwoven, creating a shared universe where events in one comic affected others. This wasn't just a marketing gimmick, it was a narrative masterstroke that kept readers hooked. The Marvel Universe became a living, breathing entity. Key characters of Marvel Comics. Let's swing into action with Spider-Man. Peter Parker is the quintessential everyman hero. After that infamous spider bite, he doesn't become a billionaire playboy or an alien demigod. He's still worrying about rent, Aunt May's health, and passing his exams. His mantra, "With great power comes great responsibility," resonates because it's a universal truth. He's faced personal losses, like the death of Gwen Stacy, that have profound impacts on his character development. The Avengers. Time to assemble. The Avengers were Marvel's answer to the super team craze. The original lineup, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Ant-Man, and Wasp, first came together in The Avengers, #1, 1963, to tackle threats no single hero could withstand.